like, I thought he was risking it because he knew he'd get 6 in time, and then he would just dodge the rocket with it. But I guess he thought maybe he'd be all right.
Can they get Kuro on top?
Yeah, body blocks. Easy. Matsu coming through with the level 3 Lucent Beam to secure it.
That was pretty good. He instantly pings out the ward. Yeah, he has the vision in the sentry as well, so...
I like what MC's doing here in the mid lane too, right? Grabs the wave, pulls it over the camp, gets himself some... Oh yeah, we get the brooch and the jelly. Very nice. And is he holding the ocean heart too? Yo, you gotta share these things around, man.
He uses the jelly as well, and there you go. No, you hold the ocean heart only when you're in the river, you swap, you know? You're the mid laner, you deserve it all. That's what
typical mid laner. I deserve everything, yeah.
And the shovel as well, in case it drops, you know, just to use it every time it's off cooldown.
Well, I mean, you got a bomb.
I love that he's farming these side camps like you mentioned before, and I see that from quite many mid laners more and more often. Even if the lane is not going too well, you can always kind of farm that medium camp.
He's going to try and take this outpost before the 10-minute mark here. They safely control the bottom. That is for sure. The question is, can they get the double? It does not look like he's going the wrong way here.
Yeah, but he just took 5 heroes with him. Everyone is in the dire jungle. The whole team of secrets, yeah.
It sends Puppy down to the bottom as he wants to make sure there's not anything taken here. Maybe I was hoping he could steal that bounty rune back too. Because did they just get all 4? I think they did. Everything going the way of Nigma there, so a 2k lead with 4 bounty runes at 10 minutes.
That was the mind control next level play, the forehead play, baiting them onto him.
Sign of Rolling Thunder here, so Weehaw heads in, dodges the Fisher. Doesn't quite have the damage here, and also has a regen rune, so I think he gets a little greedy though. I think so.
What? Yeah, he had 2 remnant charges as well to play with, but... Yeah, that was a bit unfortunate for him.
Unfortunate occurs that he had no fault in it. That's all I'd say. I don't know. maybe greedy.
That was a Weehaw play. Let's put it that way. It really does happen to him quite often.
They're gonna coil them down low and bring in Matu, looking for the big slam jam. Thank you, man. Matu dropping real low, very fast. Oh, barely able to keep up with the line. The headdress, it's doing all the work. Matu's living. Oh, but they moved him to the other side. Oh, and the sacrifice. Oh, but wait, maybe not. Weehaw's here too. Can they
could
make
fight.
a return? They're not even gonna go for it.
Yeah, that's actually a smart play. You pretty much use all your spells. Maybe if we have to go too hard, nah, they're just gonna chill. Yeah, the reason why Matsu survived there as well wasn't only the headdress, right? It was disarm from Pango.
Yes.
He manages to disarm the gyro. That RNG just never works for me. That's one of those spells that's always on the enemy side.
Oh, I tell you, Foxy's the funniest. Watching him in lane, trying to trade, thinking like, all right, this hit, it's gonna be it. This time I'm gonna get it. He always believes it doesn't go in his favor. Weehaw hops in, misses the bola though onto Puppy just inside the range, but they have the silence from the Phantom jumping forward from Weehaw. And that time Zai, does it not work out? Oh, he got the lucky shot actually. But Weehaw's able to get out after. Soulbind to help cover his escape. And they've taken the tower and they're retreating with no losses.
Yeah, he's doing some really crazy move overall. And he's going for that
back mid though.
So.
They got the coil too. On the mind control with Nisha chasing, and Nisha will take the final blow there too. So
this is a bit sad for Nigma because they are giving so much space to this bristleback. If you're looking at the gyro, it's not like he's just running around from one camp to another. He is right now, but these last 5 minutes he's been involved in every single fight. Meanwhile, Bristle is the one that just farms and pushes mid, and now he dies as well. So they didn't even really use way too many spells to take him down. Plus, it's Nisha that gets the kills.
Yeah, not too much tower pressure done either. It's just he's cleaning out those side camps, but then ever since that play going for the top outpost, Mind Control having a hard time getting like kind of back into form for this one.
And check out Nisha and his item build. I have seen him do this as well a couple of times. He goes for Manta first. What do you think about that? I still think Keyblade is pretty strong in this game.
Yeah, maybe he just feels like the game's kind of safe with how things are working out, and he's just a little bit too worried about the Searing Chains. But yeah,
it does make you a little bit tankier. You do have a Luna that's about to finish the Dominator if he doesn't have it already. Yeah, he just got it. So you will be able to play around that perhaps. At a Yasha, you can even start rotating as a full team.
That's probably the main reason he just wants to team fight a little bit earlier, and I mean he'll get E-Blade after, obviously.
Yeah. He usually does that, right? If he gets the Manta first, and it's not only him, every single Morphling player, right, gets the E-Blade afterwards. It's just such a good item to get, even after the nerfs. I think that's one of the reasons why Morphling fell out of favor. There's so many times a hero gets nerfed just a little bit, either the item that he likes to buy or the hero itself, and everyone stops playing, right? But then after a week or two you realize, wait, he still does what the hero does.
It's hard because Dota overall is pretty incredibly balanced. So like any change to a hero or an item can just really adjust like this very slight tier list that we have. Like there's plenty of heroes that don't get picked in pro games that you see in pubs and you're just like, man, this hero's really good. Like, it feels like it can still be a very strong hero in plenty of circumstances. Just, you know, these guys have to pick from the very best of the best in every match.
Oh, mind control mid lane. It's going so deep.
He's in a little bit of trouble here as, again, Matu will just show up to help out.
Puppy, top.
Another one? I'll say he'll be alright.
Actually, Puppy is managing to survive all the time. He didn't die once, single time.
I actually hadn't noticed that, but very impressive. Versus the Phantom, and speaking of that, GA just got rocked down bottom with the slam. But yeah, he's versus the Phantom and the Bolas in his lane, and he didn't die as support puck.
Yeah, and the way Puppy plays this, he's very greedy on the puck, but very greedy because he's constantly out pushing those danger zones, right? This tier 1 on the top lane right now for Secret is the most dangerous area to be in, and he's just chilling here, out pushing. He might die now though.
Oh, well, he might have just burned the coil for me. He is very low on mana. He's got 2 mangoes, but no
doesn't have TP though, yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower.
I mean, worst case scenario, he could just orb to the south. He's under a ward again here, though, but no one else is rotating through. They're actually busy chasing MC in the mid, but he'll get out. And meanwhile, back down bottom, you have them retreating from the Eye of the Gyro. And I'm sure Puppy's just going to catch that next wave. He's such a nuisance. He even got the D ward on the pillar, too. Like, this is what's so frustrating with him. Like, this guy was just about dead, and now you see him just sitting there. But mid lane, they go for the jump. Trying with the strike, but
Zai.
Alright. Jumped. It might not be enough. No, he's got him. Faces him, but back, you got the Soulbind, catching the Luna and the Morphling. This is the 2 heroes they want. They come up with the call down. The Lucid Beam, trying to set up Miracle, but they do have the damage. Nissa's just going to TP out and say, thank you for the coverage. Matu, I am the real carry. I got to live.
Yeah, Zai is hiding down south in the trees. He didn't have enough mana, but he TPs now. He has lads completed. And these small little buff ups for Luna are coming together. Yeah, he died there, but he has the Dominator. Now you have the lads from the Pango.
Yeah, buff ups for Luna, more like buff ups for Nisha, too. He's just... He is very scary if he's paired up with those heroes right now.
And I actually favor Secret's draft a little bit later on. You have that combo of Shaker and Puck, which is pretty scary, obviously. Every Yeltsin game you look on this Shaker, he has so much impact.
Yeah, I agree, especially because it's the Morph versus the Gyro, too. Like, you're basically just better Gyro.
Pretty much, you just turn into him, use that flag. You have a Shaker as well on your side of the team if you really want to make things cheesy.
That's true.
Radiant's bottom tower
you never know.
is under attack.
Although I think that's actually a downgrade compared to the Gyro. When you have a puck on your team for lots of control anyway. As we does get coiled again as he's trying to finesse with Puppy. Puppy's just hanging around. Oh man, he's annoying. He's just like stealing XP. He took all of those creeps.
Man, this guy is just... Puppy is actually a pretty solid core player as well. We were talking about this earlier. In pubs, he dominates with his core plays too. He can do really well. It's crazy how these position 5s used to be pretty big core players before and just decide, okay, I just need to control these plebs. I can play a 5, it doesn't matter.
I'll show you guys how it's done. Runs into a couple enemies there and silences up so we can't go for the ulti. Now into the route 2. She'll crash out, keep it survivable, and they'll bring it through the relocate just in case. Down.
Why did he swashbuckle so close though? Okay. Could have gotten out. Yeah. A little bit. He could have gotten further. He probably dies anywhere, but Nisha Has that Manta completed?
I wonder. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe he's trying like a silence in the TP or something. I'm not sure. But he's down here for a while. And it's gonna try to escape. Now he gets thunder though. It's a long burn though, but everyone's here. So surely, he'll eventually, after a lot of spells, definitely die.
They got him. It's such a good kill for Kuro. Okay, Kuro gets it, but Weevil's around, he gets some gold. It's good because he's about to finish that vessel.
Yeah, oh yeah, again, that's gold. Another reason, of course, that the Manta's going to be paying off. As we're getting prepped for the 20-minute outposts here, each team's going to capture their own side.
Are we gonna see? We probably won't see any big fights around the outpost. If you click on the Yabzur, you'll see that he's what 100 gold away from the Blink Dagger. So
they do have relocate available, like right in time if they wanted to start moving MC that way. But there's a lot of dire heroes in there.
MC going for on Halberd actually. All right.
Makes sense, I guess. Well. Nothing else really that good for him here in comparison that I can think of.
Well, nothing like a hood or something like that is always kind of fine, but this makes you scale a bit better as well.
That's for me.
Oh, Nigma have been on for the bounties. I think they just got all 4 again. It's what?
Yeah,
it's pretty painful.
Yeah, it's crazy. They're really not contesting these bounties. Manta has been used by Nisha.
He's gonna go back towards the mid. Yasuo's sitting here invis. He's looking for the play. There's the coil. Waiting for the slam. There it is on the IO and the gyrocopter. Is the sustain gonna be enough? Oh, there's back up with the wands. IO is crazy. Matu looking to go down in the middle of things. Zai tries to cover him, but he will still fall. Yasuo getting low, heading towards the base. Mind control just needs to clear it up. No! He got a blink off. Yeah, I can't believe it.
He just got it. He just got it.
That makes way more sense.
That's it. Yeah, that was crazy from him. You know, luck follows the brave and the skilled as well. He was there in the right time to get that in his room. Because of that, they managed to, well, not lose that fight completely badly. Because if he didn't have that in his, I don't think there was a chance for them to fight at all.
No, that was unbelievable though. That was like double wand, I think, for both the IO and the gyro and the mech all at once, and suddenly just full HP. They were so close to getting him. And by contrast, they don't have a spirit vessel, right?
Exactly. Yeah. That's something I just wanted to mention. None of these heroes really like going for Spirit Vessel. Maybe Pango could do it.
Yeah, I think Pangos have been going away from it because they really like that blink use. It's something they like to go for now, and he already has the Vlad, so it's like I can't really step off for 2.
They should invest in it though. If you're playing versus a Wisp Gyro, not going for that Vessel can be really, really problematic. And
yeah, it's a bit tough now though because he's got the BKB.
And like, during this spot's a secret that you can't really fight them anymore. You went for the Dominator on Luna, you thought maybe about fighting early, but these fights didn't work. Okay, they're gonna try. Into the pit.
Outside, perfect timing, comes through. The Radiant get the roast and the Aegis. The BKB's already activated. Now we hopping forward. He's got Poppy as well. Mata's just TPing out. He does not want to be a part of this. He's actually gonna make it. Missile still chasing Puppy. He might be the sacrifice here. Able to dodge it with the phase shift, but came back in time, and so it looks like he's going to get out too. They go wow with that play, and everyone on Secret is just heading to catch waves.
Yeah, that was a pretty good TP, considering they don't really have a lot of disables. It's not that hard, but still, he was in the middle of the fight. Most players would just try and run first.
Yeah, most people would panic or like, you know, go for their abilities, just slam their keyboard across their face or something.
Top tower is under
That's what I would usually do. So.
We're all the same, don't worry. It's just the small selected group that tries the smart thing and TP's out.
Oh, here we go. 3 seconds till Echo down bottom. Creep wave coming in. Do you believe, Yapsor? Oh, it's gonna be close. Nice.
Yeah, they got him. So that situation is always so tricky because Ember Spirit sometimes uses Sleight of Fist, right, to farm the wave a bit faster. Yeah. And I've seen it so many times. You go for that Echo and he's Sleight of Fisting it. You just want to die after.
Well, question is, will either of these guys stop? Because this is going in on the Aegis, remember, but the IO just got evaporated there. And all of stuns, I mean, everyone is surrounding Miracle here. Goes for the BKB TP, but there's a lot of right clicks, and with the auras and a more.
Holy moly.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah, that's
moly.
why. That's 5 heroes right there coming from Secret once again into play. And this ward, like really paying out dividends. You see this one on the cliff. It was so good. Like it's crazy. He planted it a long time ago as well. So and so defensive. It's not really a ward that you usually plant on Dire at this stage, but well read by Puppy that they're gonna need it in the future sometimes.
Yeah, it's another one of these things with the IO too, where like he doesn't have that bonus magic resistance anymore either, and he only has the mech too, so he took like 500 and some damage from just the adaptive strike.
Yeah. So if you don't buy a vessel, just kill the wisp first. That's it. That's something that they can play around. You do have a Morphling
catch
with an E-Blade almost done. 700 gold more.
Well, 25 minutes. This time, what's our bounty situation going to look like? It's been all Nigma as of late, but there's no one down bottom for them. Of course, I say that, and they're starting to make their way here with Miracle and GH.
They're just farming away, right? They can always join with the reload, but...
Radiant's top tower is
Puppy? Oh, that's a good dodge from him.
Yeah, nice, and Absol just going to ensure things with the follow-up Fisher there, too.
But it's so hard for Nigma to initiate properly. When you think about dealing with these smokes, you're pretty much reliant on V to slide and chain. Everything else
like the big Inkswell play too, right?
Yeah, everything else is a bit too slow. And even big Inkswell play can be dodged by something like a puck.
Same spot, he just died. Is anyone? Where's this IO? Oh, okay, GH is close enough. Oh, I say that. Oh, they're starting. Alright, man, we're gonna pop PK. And now Nisha also still trying to open the damage. He's dropping very low here. Nisha stunned up. He's gonna go down. That's a full minute of no Morphling. As Zai's escaping to the west here. They're chasing him. He's going to go for the TP after. Again, that catch we know isn't necessarily there right now from Nigma, but they got the big kill with the turnaround there.
That was the E-Blade. I think the only reason why Nisha goes for that is to test out his fresh bot E-Blade. He thought, okay, they have a mech, but I'm going to blow him up before that mech even comes into play. And he did see the wisp. It's not like he was going crazy there, just trying something. He saw the wisp under the ward, so he just made that risk play.
I think he was trying to kind of play it to the end too, and then he got hit with that big Inkswell. Like the stun and all the damage didn't give him a chance like more for maybe get saved by someone else. They have the Echo Slam here too. So it's not all safe stuff here for Nigma. They're trying to keep Miracle nice and alone this time.
Yeah, 10 seconds from Morphling. They can definitely defend this.
Yeah, no reason to start a fight without him. And at the same time, you've got Matu way up top here, just chilling with his Alpha Wolf.
Another smoke.
Back home.
Yeah, they're doing the famous Rock's Kiss, Puppy.
Puppy was there for that, but he still got caught by it. He was around in those days.
Yeah. It catches anyone, I guess. It just doesn't. It just works. But he is a position 5 puck, right? So he just broke a smoke. He's kind of fine with it. He's up in 30 seconds. Worst case scenario, he can buy back if it happens.
Now, next movements, I'm sure for Nigma, they're really hoping to get the BKB onto Weehaw. As well as the next Roach will be a pretty huge deal. Luna's trying to become an actual like core hero, not just the trying piece to Morphling. I don't know. It's like it's still hard, I think, for this Luna to really do a lot herself in the team fights. I think she's still very valuable just because of her aura and her items, but she doesn't have the same threat as Nisha right now.
Yeah, base damage by 20% from Dominator and then base damage by 30% from Lunar Blessing. It's a pretty sick combo with the Morphling. It's very strong. Meanwhile, Morphling is just creep skipping, also going for that BKB. Not really something that you want to buy, especially if you went for that Manta first as well. Rather have, I don't know, something like a Butterfly or a Skadi even, but...
yeah. Paladin sword though. I'll take that instantly, thank you. And they're trying, again, the issues of catch here is they try and get Puppy, and he isn't spending everything, so he will fall. Oh, I say that, the coil actually snapped, but yeah, they still got enough stun.
He had an upgrade to buy a dagger, by the way. He just didn't, I guess he didn't want to, because he wouldn't have a buyback, right, so...
The lack of catch, though, is hurting,
He was missing 100, I think. Never mind, I was wrong. just 100 away.
How dare you almost blame Puppy for something? We're gonna head right back to that mid lane, but yeah, the issues of Catch actually trying to force Secret to fight them, kind of showing here for Nigma, because they felt like they've been leading for a while, but you know, they got the 1 kill on Denisha, and they couldn't really force too much out of that, just a glyph on the high ground.
Thanks.
And Secret are just continuing to cut these waves and keep forcing them to run around in circles like this. It's tough because they have the relocate too.
Did you check Matu's last build, by the way? last item. He
yes.
the negatives.
I saw he had the alacrity. I was kind of wondering.
Yasha into Aghanim. I mean, they do have a bunch of heroes that can get, right? You have multiple blink daggers on your team, and you have Pango as well that really likes that tag, so it could work well, but it really is putting him further and further away from the lane. Zai, there it goes.
Yeah, there you go. The invincible wrecking ball coming through, so get the partner first, now moving on to Miracle. BKB still has that mechanic as well, so he's chomping right through them. The secondary carry of Matu will go down. Nisha safely able to escape to the bottom lane. He wants to keep that push up. But Roche may respawn in 4 seconds. So we'll see who this timer is going to favor. If it's any time in the next 50 seconds, I would say that's pretty good for Nigma.
3 minutes.
Oh my god, that was almost
maximum.
max.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. I don't think that Aghanim was worth it, by the way. Using that axe to kill off a Wisp, and then you still go into a fight versus a Morph. Did they see? They must have had Satanic, right?
Yeah, I think so. But I mean, you still have to kill the IO, right?
Zai?
They probably thought it was going to be more than just the IO to get that, but Zai just getting chained up and silenced. No way to deal with that.
So that play is great if you see Gyro is alone afterwards and you can take him down, and he doesn't have a BKB, but as a Satanic completed, he could even BKB TP out, he'd be fine. You can't really stop him any longer.
Yeah, especially the Aghanim too. So ridiculous. Yeah, we have still trying to get something here on Denisha. They're going to force the buyback onto Zai, and now the question is who's going to get left behind here, or will Secret force the actual turn here from Nigma for the fight? There's the first finisher. Just going to be Kuro, gets E-bladed and silenced down.
Middle tower is
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there, because Zai did buyback. I think he cancelled his TP to the tier 2, so he couldn't really join that fight and make use of his buyback. So that one was a little bit of a doozy, but it's still all right.
Yeah, he's
he
a lot
got
of
one
that
kill at
chase down.
least.
I mean, they don't know that it's a full spawn Roche either, so there is some pressure to buy back there right away from Zai. He wants to make sure they're not going to lose that.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Radiant
attack.
Vision on just Matu here. This is a very tempting relocate, you would think. So if they're smoked up here, this could set something up for them.
I think when you see a Luna this deep, Matu doesn't have a BKB, you know, yeah, there's no way. Yeah. And there's a point in the game when you're playing with Gyro in which you have to start moving around them as well. So you can't just leave them on an island, because if you're Secret and you see Wisp Gyro, you should be smoking up towards them. That should be your most obvious choice, right? Because Wisp and Gyro are usually away from their teammates.
Yeah. We're kind of camping some of the high ground, so they continue to down bottom. Yapsor very sneaky here. He's like, oh please, oh no, oh that's a sentry. I'll be here next month, my friend. Look at this time, Puppy. They do drop the ulti though, so they won't kill the change. I'm not sure where you guys are looking, but if you're looking bottom,
yeah,
just shadowing a little on the sentry. Oh, good.
Man.
Poor guy. Alright, well.
Poor Wisp as well. Poor Wisp, man. He's just chilling there, gets a free pick off on Puck, and then still dies to some crazy Heavenly's Fury of that
orbital
place.
cannon, yeah.
Yeah. He's hunting target.
Nisha here too. Manta and BKB, and no real concern for him. But most importantly, the Roche is back up here. Everyone's going to be up for it though, so we still have a chance at the big fight.
Yeah, you don't have a big ulti though. That Aghanim on Luna, which is pretty much half of her skill set right now, is gone. This Luna is basically her ulti plus all the auras, and now with the Wolf as well, man. He's has plus 190 damage right now. Sitting
I want to see Nisha standing next to him. That sounds terrifying. He must hit for like 500 or 600.
Yeah, that's going to be the real deal. Gosh, gone.
Yeah, no real contest there from Secret. I think they were kind of aware what was going on just by their positioning. Instantly goes for the Manta TP. They've certainly figured out the lack of stuns here. I love how Secret, whenever these situations arise, they will catch. Yeah, wow, is that relocate? Wow, okay. They're really making sure there's no turnaround, I guess. But they don't run towards the base, right? They just run away. And now Puppey takes the outpost and TP's top. And he says, all right, we're getting one of these things. It's only 35, but still.
They're buying themselves a lot of time. Wisp and Gyro are pushing in mid, but there is no follow-up. They can't do it alone. Luna outpushed bottom lane. Top lane is pushed by Morphling and Puck. So they're really working so well on just buying time as well. Uses Rolling Thunder mid lane and TP's out. All these small plays are so, like when you're looking at them like this, when you have full fog, right? You can see the whole map. They look kind of alright. Like you know what they're doing. They look easy to play against. But when you're in a game and you don't see that, it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating to play versus tier 1 team that's split pushing you. It's just
because you don't understand like why you're not like high ground already, right? And it starts getting frustrating that you've won all these fights and you feel like you should be ahead by now, but you're constantly just battling against it.
Yeah,
you don't see it that much anymore. Like in terms of the split push, but the way that they play with this very greedy support duo is very frustrating.
That's the thing, right? Because of that support duo, you need to buy yourself a bit of time. You also have a Morphling that's also pretty damn greedy, so they're just waiting it out. And then suddenly they're split pushing you. They caught you like 4 versus 2 or 4 versus 3, and then you lose that fight and suddenly you don't have that advantage anymore. It can be really frustrating. Top lane Miracle is pushing in though. He's done with this.
Taking the tier 2. Smart high ground with his Aegis and Satanic and Butterfly and saying, I am Gyro, fear me. Gotta be wary about the big eclipse. Remember, it does remove the single target beam count as well. It's another nice part of the Aghanim. So they can all drop on one hero. We'll see if they bring in the Wrecking Ball once again with Zai. They start with the Evil. That's what they need. That first blow with just like one use, right? They still have Eclipse after Aegis. 2 creeps around it right now though. But there's the flat cannon from Nisha. Figures them out right away. Not able to get aggressive though. Saw that the rocket was coming.
Now that was good that they didn't go. Good for Secret that is, because they didn't have E-Blade, right? They could have committed the Echo and let's say the Eclipse, but you're playing versus Cheese. You're playing versus Cheese, Fairy, Fire, Wisp, and Mecha. Like there's a chance that you just won't kill Miracle. There's a chance you won't kill him with everything. So better just to save for that E-Blade fight.
Yeah, it cost them a range racks and a tier 3. But tier 3 is not as important as they used to be, I would say, so it's not a big deal. Don't throw away your whole game to protect the tier 3 anymore, it's not worth it.
That's also so funny. If someone just starts playing those, they'll see how important it is for all of us to go for that tier 3, but it's just a remnant of the past. It's not really something that's as important anymore.
I'm going to catch Crow on the D ward here. Lots of allies nearby, but it's not a great way to start the fight. Mind Control still holding his ground, though. And I'm not sure if Secret know what they want to do here. Weehaw comes from the left. He's got Gyro on the right. He's going to meet up with his teammates on the high ground. And Puppey's going to scout it out with another orb, and they're chasing after you, my friend.
He observed with the Shadow Blade. He's still around. Oh, he's called.
Oh, but he sees him. The combo on the high ground. The BKB comes out, and Yapsor is going to be wasted in this one. And that means time to retreat. There's a jump up top from Weehaw. Nisha still hit BKB. So panic button is there if necessary. He goes to the TP, and again, he just knows there's no way to stop him. Man, he's done a great job of saving this BKB. It's still 10 seconds.
I have a feeling he could have just waveformed as well, right? But the TP also works really greatly because you're in the fountain, you're and then you can fight.
It's going to be pretty sneaky here. Puppey's going to hop into the backline, gets the silence up on the Weehaw. He knows there's no BKB. The orbital cannon is coming through. It's locking on the GH. He's down. Still big heals available here for the Gyro himself, and they've gotten themselves mind control too. They need the chase down. Nisha's in his Gyro form looking for the rocket, and he gets it on the Weehaw. So that's going to fall into the ends of the earth here. Root holding back Nisha, but following forward, it's Puppey. Already popped the coil. Zai going for it. Has the roll still. Miracle's trying to get away in the tree line. And Weehaw using the creep camp to dodge the rocket, but that is still going to slow him down so they can catch up. And that was everything used too. They popped the cheese and everything, but still got through.
And still didn't lose the melee Raxes, right? So good from them. And that Shadow Blade also allows them to do that. Morphling gets up close enough to use the E-Blade before any sort of a reaction happens, right? No BKB, nothing like that. So because of that, Shadow Blade is pretty good. And I'd be surprised if Nigma does not just invest heavily now into detection, like many sentries in every single team fight, because you're playing versus Morphling with the Shadow Blade, and also Yabzor has it, so...
They also just got the ninja gear here too.
Yeah, it's so good. And they give it to Yabzor, even though the 20 agility is so strong.
Yeah, Nisha took it for a second, he was like, no, never mind. Oh, stunned up. Nisha actually wasn't morphing for once. That kind of baits him in a little bit further. Soulbind onto him too, but he's able to get back. We'll catch Puppy. It's okay, they're just holding hands.
Everyone in their pubs should be learning from Nisha and Yabzor here, because this item is such a bait on for your core. It's so much better.
Down bottom, and Puppy actually jumps in. I think trying to just ensure they can't get anything on the Matu here. They're trying to blow this out before it ends. Not going to be there.
Did you see that though? He has a sentry there. Yeah. Pretty fresh one as well. He just planted it as they relocated in, so not to be caught off by any Earthshakers or Morphlings in the Shadow Blade.
Yeah, that is a good point though. It's like it is so good on supports having this smoke movement. Like even right now he's just like moving under wards and stuff. Plus, how many times has he already been caught because of the Ob sentry combos, right?
Any hero that has any sort of counter-initiating tool or initiating tool such as Shaker really benefits from Ninja Gear so much. Like your Banes, your Disruptors as well, love this item. Puppy has a blink though.
Yeah, he should be alright. He went for the Daedalus. I actually thought Miracle might go Rapier. I thought we were kind of reaching that point where the game was feeling harder and harder, and it might be time to commit, because he's just like the big hero, you know?
Look at the Shaco as well on him. He has so much HP, 4.2k.
Alright, that is a little bit crazy.
Rapier would have been pretty solid on him. There is no butterflies that he's playing against, right? So that true strike isn't that important. Because of that,
I think if there was even one butterfly, he probably would have.
Yeah, I agree completely.
Surely it might not be that far away. And now we do have the full Silver Edge too, so something to be concerned about for MC.
What about the Orb and the Spell Prism on Matu's Luna?
Oh damn, that's nice.
Yeah,
this is like the Boston Major stuff, right? The Eggs Refresher.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is some old school relocate. They're coming back.
Oh, okay, the Silver Edge was on CD right now. He gets the morph into the gyro though, so the flat cannon is ready if they decide to commit to this. Waveform's in. Nisha, double waveform again. Pops the BKB to dodge the missile. Very nicely played as he hops on the MC. He gets that back away, gets glimmered there too. Now Zai hops in. Dream Coil dropped as well. Weeha as the BKB still going. Should be alright. Now Miracle. He's the big hero here. He's got the BKB. Still has Satanic ready too. So Nisha has to be careful. Dropping low on resources here. Still has another waveform left in the tank. Yapsor jumps through the Echo Slam. Can they actually finish off Miracle with the orbital cannon coming through as well? Nisha jumps into the Satanic, is activating. Nisha, he's also morphing circle and the relocate out. They're going to save themselves and ditch MC. Puppy here for the easy chase down after. But the phase boots are there to actually stop the body block. However, there's lots of catch still available. Oh, just a warning shot with the swashbuckles. As they then finish off Mind Control and another fight for Secret.
I love how the team fights themselves versus top tier 1 teams are just a story, you know. They're like the way they bait each other, the way they wait with their spells. It's not like I'm just gonna waste everything I have in the first 15 seconds and that's it. No, Yabzor is sitting on the side waiting a little bit. You can see Matsu as well with the refresher. He waits until they really truly commit and then they kill off the Bristle and the Ember with it. GH, by the way, with that buyback manages to save Miracle even though they had a relocate just 20 seconds earlier, because he has that talent. That level 20 talent means so much.
Radiant's middle tower.
It does also mean though that one more kill on the GH and they're gonna have some pretty serious problems for Nigma, so let's just keep an eye on that as the Roche is available. And what do we have here? It is the Aghanims.
Alright, who do you give that to? Who takes it?
I don't think it's worth on Nisha, right?
Yeah, is it the Puck? I don't think
I think it's Puck. Yeah,
well.
it's 100%
right?
Puck, yeah, no doubt. Yeah, that's way too good.
Yeah.
I mean, we still have like 8-second BKB on the Ember. Like, that's just way too good.
What's happening on Radiant? We're not talking too much about their items. There's Spell Prism on Ember Spirit. He's going for the Aghanim's as well.
Yeah. I mean, Miracle's got the Rapier coming. We kind of know that's the territory they're in at the moment. Frankly, they just haven't had a lot of item progression, really, on the Radiant. I mean, they've been getting things like the PKBs and stuff, but yeah, here goes the ultimate again, and GH, he's just stunned. The mini stuns are too much. Now Crow gonna fall as well. Miracle just has a TP out of here. They're looking for the damage. They know they don't have it, so they just go after MC instead. Got the phase boots, gonna go on the other side. Nisha even go for the morph once again there, but...
That is actually so sick. You have the plus 0.2 seconds Eclipse boost and mini stun. You just can't move. Did you see GH?
And he still has another one. That was just one ulti. Don't be mistaken here, folks. That wasn't even the double.
He did queue up BKB instantly after on the Wisp, so that might help out a little bit. But he's pretty far away from it, and he doesn't have a buyback. Aghanim's actually picked up by Morphling right now. It looks like, yeah, it looks like Nisha is taking it.
They still have a neutral item left. He needs to go find himself the horn, the Minotaur horn. That's the only way.
That would be helpful, yeah.
All right, well, 4230 max HP for the Gyrocopter. Can he do it without the help of his little buddy? As Mind Control shows him the backside. It's definitely his best side on this hero.
The Rapier is completed. So maybe with the Rapier they'll be able to fight. Let's see.
They used the disarm pretty early though. Halberd. Nisha hops in, has the flat cannon going, and sends him into a... But again, it's the backside. Everyone's kind of leaning back here on the side of Nigma, not committing. I think this is fair, right? I mean, you had the protection too, but just
you don't have the wisp,
wait for IO.
Yeah, you don't have the Wisp, you just wait. Plus you're playing versus Aegis Cheese. It's fine. One thing from this point onwards, can still morph into Yapsor, so that can be a little helpful.
Well, we do have... Oh, he actually did take it. Damn.
Yeah, he actually stole the Aghanim's, that's the thing. Well, stole. He took it away from Puppy. I don't think you steal anything from Puppy. He's gonna mess you up, but...
I'm a little surprised. I guess the bonus cast range, maybe that's what makes it worth, right? I don't know. Actually, that doesn't affect the ulti itself, so never mind. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's so much better on the...
yeah, I expected it on Puppy as well. You know, on Puck it would be so good to have. It just gives you a different dimension to your team fights. That's what it's all about. But no,
I guess part of the problem is that the only hero that matters is Gyro, and he can just stand still anyway. So that might be why. But either way, Nisha, he is the Morphling, he is the Shaker, and there goes Weehaw with his fresh egg.
Was the Shaker, yeah. Was the Earth Spirit, Ember Spirit. He's going back in.
And yeah. Well, that was short-lived. I was like, okay, well, you know, the catch problems they had kind of solved with the help of this Aghanim Scepter, and then you just kind of blow him up instantly. It's Nisha needs to hold his ground there. Has the Morphap back again, and away he goes. So we will keep the big bashing bros together.
Yeah, it's not like Aegis is going to be reclaimed way too soon. He has a Satanic as well on the Morphling.
It's a DD. I mean, that seems pretty good.
And the DD, what, plus 1,000 damage without Luna being near him.
All right,
let's see what happens
just
when...
blink in, would you? Just give it to us. Oh, no, they're just sending them right in. Right on the Mind Control, actually gets the BKB and the Glimmer, so good save there. She's going to be targeted down by the missile, so he'll hop his way back inside the base.
Plus 2,000 damage right now.
That's the question. All right, on to Miracle. Does not get himself the disarm, so Miracle still holds the BKB. Needs some more lucky shots here from Zai. Take care of the rocket.
Let's see. Totem?
Just thinking about it, there's the Morphin. Still has that DD going. They hop on the Miracle, but he sends out the flag and gets tons of HP back. Nisha dropping low and regenerating as well at the same time, and now Nisha has fallen. So that is the Aegis. Can the two get back here in time? There's a Soulbind. There's another ulti ready here from Matu, who's back inside the base against Nisha. Fighting up, he's been abandoned by T, but he jumps for it. Takes down GH. They've also lost Zara on the back line. Poppy heading towards the fountain too, and yeah, it looks like Nigma are in full retreat mode here. Gets the double kill, finishes off, and C. And Miracle, he's kind of just being ignored at this point.
You can see Zai, he's just going in with Swashbuckle and Disarm. Miracle. Yeah. Every time he has it off cooldown, and that's it. Miracle really wants to fight, but he cannot. Even with this Rapier, he's not dying, but he's not attacking. He's not killing anyone if he doesn't have this BKB.
Oh, they're smoking. They're sending in the mangoes. He's stuffing them down his gullet to get the full mana back here. Unfortunately, he's lost all of his buildings, so 45 seconds if he wants to think about saving for his allies. I don't think Secret want to play those games. Getting themselves the double Fisher. Puppy just zoning back here. Still has a dig on, fresh and ready to go as Miracle has Satanic, BKB, and Raker back in 4 seconds. Soulbind there too. They don't want to play any risky games here. To back up a little bit, Miracle runs in to the big hellscape of damage. Matu pops the cheese. No ulti rate for quite a while. He's just hitting the throw. He doesn't care. Echo Slam to help make sure. And Team Secret, they just duck, dodge, they weave all around. And despite having a fair edge for a little bit of that game, Nigma they couldn't close the game out. Secret were way too elusive and found themselves the Roches for the win.